We're so glad you're here. Welcome to our Goodbye Wrinkles class. We're going to be talking about our clinical solutions supplements that help with different skin issues. The giveaway today is actually whoever wins gets to pick. I have 4 different boosters that you can pick from. One of them is about wrinkle fighting. One of them is about hydration. One of them is about dark spots. And the other one's a resurfacer. So whoever wins gets to pick which booster they want, and we can text you those in case you weren't writing down the options. So when we get to the boosters, pay extra attention to what you think you like. So I'm with my friend Christine. Christine, why don't you share how long you've been building your Mary Kay business and what you've loved about it?
I'm Christine. I've been building my Mary Kay business for a little over a year now. And I fell in love with it just because I've been coming to classes like this. I've been coming to like Winning Wednesdays and just all different things, learning about the different products. And I love the freedom and flexibility because I knew that I needed something that would work with me and my 4 beautiful kids who are the love of my life. That they are crazy and they go to different things and they have different needs. And so it's nice to know, okay, that I don't have to, that I can be my own boss and I don't have to worry so much. But yeah, and I've loved the friendships. Love getting to know Roseanne and all the other members of our unit. So it's been awesome.
I know, positive women, so refreshing. So, well, we have so many beautiful women on tonight. Mary Lynn is on, Jenny's on. We have Amanda. Thank you so much for being here, and Ruth, and Edith, and Kenzie. Hello, hello. Oh, I love the pink hand. Cute. Holly, welcome, Holly. And we have Jotina on. Araba, yay, and Ashley. It's a party. We're gonna have so much fun. So we're talking about our clinical solutions skincare supplements. So this is not a skincare line, but these are supplements to enhance your skincare. The first thing we want to talk about is, what is the word dermocosmetics? So dermocosmetics is products that meet at that intersection of like products you'd find in a med spa and a dermatologist's office, but we're also focused on the skin beauty too, cosmetic beauty. So it's at that intersection of cosmetic beauty and skin health. And this is Mary Kay's first dermocosmetic skin line, I guess. Not really a line, but supplements. So I love the science that goes behind these products. So the first one we're going to talk about is our retinol 0.3, and this is our first pure retinol, but that's also gentle enough to use daily. We had our retinol 0.5, and that was our most powerful retinol, and people were complaining that they couldn't use it every day, but they wanted to use it every day, but it was too powerful. And so Mary Kay was like, well, okay, we'll just back off a little on the retinol so that can be more of a daily. But keep in mind, you don't want to use it on the same days you're using an exfoliation product like microdermabrasion or a radiance really facial pill. With this, there is no retinization process. If you remember in the last one, there was like an 8-week get your skin ready for it. With that still being said, I think if you have more sensitive skin, you should slowly introduce this product because I just started using it every day, and I was using it on the days I did microdermabrasion, and that was not a good thing. So I learned the hard way. So I don't do it on the days you do microdermabrasion. And I created this picture to put together just to kind of give you some guidelines when you're using pure retinol. You want to wait 5 minutes after washing your face before applying it. That gives you the natural oils on your skin time to resurface so that when you're using the retinol, it's not as harsh. You definitely want to wear sunscreen. Your skin's going to be more exposed. So wear SPF 30 at least, if not greater, every day. Only do 1 pump. You might think, oh, 2 pumps, 3 pumps, that's going to speed up the process. No, it will not speed up the process, and it could cause irritancy. So just 1 pump. With that being said, you could use 1 pump on your face and 1 pump on your neck, because 1 pump for me is not enough to cover my face and my neck. However, I have noticed with the retinol 0.3, more comes out in 1 pump than in our 0.5. So I don't know if I'm imagining that, but that's how it feels. Avoid the eye area. You do not want to get retinol too close to the eye area. And then avoid using exfoliation products on the same day. Set an alarm if you are going to slowly work your way up to using it more often. So you could do it like an 8-week process if you wanted. And be patient. Results take time. And Christine will talk a little more about some results. And then the scale back if there's discomfort. And I had to do that. So I had to take it away because I had some discomfort, and I bringing it back. So that is totally normal a lot of times. So you just gotta kind of know your own skin and scale back. Discontinue if you have any medical procedures coming up. Discontinue if you're getting any face waxing at least 3 days prior. So that's something to keep in mind. Nighttime only. So this is not a morning and night. This is just nighttime. So that's our retinol. And Christine is going to talk about one of my favorite products, the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. Take it away.
Yeah, so this is our Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. And as she says, it's a supplement. It's not really something that you need to use. And actually, I was telling Roseanne, I asked ChatGPT how often should I use the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. Promise I can speak. And as well as our other supplements that I'm going to be talking about. And it came up with a perfect schedule, and it told me to only use it once daily and to use it at night. So I was like, oh, okay. It's like, yeah, ChatGPT, any questions you have, whether it be with Mary Kay, or you can ask any one of us. We'll try to answer your questions as best we can. But you don't have to worry about using any needles. I know lots of people and famous actors and actresses love to use the oh, good grief, what is it?
Botox.
Getting the name. Yeah, they love to use Botox, and this you don't have to use Botox. It's not gonna harm your face in any way, and they work together to minimize the impact of facial expressions that cause the appearance of dynamic wrinkles, lines, creases caused by facial expressions that I guess we use every day. It has French lavender. I don't know if I can, I think I've smelled it before, but it smells amazing, but it helps to minimize impact of facial expressions, which, like we said, cause dynamic wrinkles. It has electric daisy extract, so well-known wrinkle relaxant, and rosemary. It helps to minimize the impact of facial expressions, which cause, again, like we said, dynamic wrinkles. So I'm in the process of seeing how my schedule works, but as you can see with Roseanne's pictures, she takes them over time. Be sure when you're using our products to take pictures, because you want to know if they're working and you want to see it over time. Take plenty of pictures, because if you don't take pictures, you'll never know if it's working for you or not. And then this is another member of our unit who I think it's
Christine.
Lindsay?
It's Christina.
I thought it was Lindsay. It looks like Lindsay.
Yeah, it's Christina.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we have so many members. It's hard to keep track. But yeah, as you can see with her results, it's just over time. And as we're saying with all our products, it takes time, and be patient for results. But as you can see with her results, she doesn't have any more wrinkles. You got to be consistent.
Yeah, and that's like 3 months there. That is so cool. And I was surprised that after 2 weeks of using it, I saw my forehead wrinkles already starting to fade. I really didn't think I was going to see results that quick, and it was pretty cool. And there's a couple people who've hopped on. So Ruth is on, welcome, and Debbie Tabor. Thanks, Debbie, for the cookie purchases. She bought some cookies from my Girl Scout. My daughter is doing Girl Scouts, so thanks, Debbie. And Rachel, yeah, welcome. So glad you guys are here. So, and if Christina's watching, thank you, Christina, for letting us use your pictures.
Yes.
Oh, and the dynamic, we forgot to talk about prices. So the retinol 0.3, I have to look this one up really quick because I think I know what it is, but I think it's $70. I'm almost, yeah. So what I talked about was $70. The use up rate, if you're using 2 to 3 times a week, is going to be 9 months. Christine talked about the dynamic wrinkle filler, using that dynamic wrinkle limiter. That one using morning and night is going to run out in about 2 months, almost to the week, actually, almost to the day for me. I cut open one this morning and I'm scraping it out before I switch to a new one. So that one's 58. So yeah, that one's the dynamic wrinkle limiter, which the name is pretty true. Okay, so I'm going to talk about our barrier restore product. I've been using this since November, and it's still lasting. There was definitely some days or maybe a week or so where I missed during the holidays, but other than that, I've been pretty consistent, and it's still going. I still have some in there. Haven't finished a whole bottle yet. This Barrier 113 helps reduce redness. So if you struggle with redness on your face, this is what I would recommend. I have seen it. I should have taken pictures. I did not, but I normally have a pretty reddish coloring in my skin, especially around the center of my face. And I've seen a reduction in that. So it's been really cool. I've been extremely happy about that. And they say reduces the appearance of skin redness in just 2 weeks, which I believe that. I believe it was about 2 weeks where it was like gone. So that is the Barrier Restore 113. It has 3 parts to it. I cannot remember what the parts are. I think I should probably just look in the catalog. Anyway, there's some science in it. That was not my degree. So look in the catalog, it will tell you, or you can look online. That's actually even better. So anyway, it doesn't say it in the, oh, it does. Okay. 1 part fatty acids, 1 part ceramides, and 3 parts cholesterol. And the 1 part fatty acids helps support the skin's natural structure. The 1 part ceramides helps protect the skin barrier from environmental stressors. And the 3 parts cholesterol helps strengthen the skin barrier. So it's going to help your skin to be stronger. And if you have compromised skin, to help strengthen it. And that's the science behind that. It's on page 18 of the brand new catalog. This is a newer product that just came out in November. So, and it is $46. So that is our Barrier Restore. Okay. And here's a picture. So I didn't take a picture, but Mary Kay has this picture of their test panelists, less redness after 2 weeks. That's cool. And even greater results over time. And Christine, I'm going to have you talk about your favorite booster. So she'll talk about 2 and I'll tackle the other 2. So go for it.
Yeah, I love the hydrating booster, and I love the wrinkle or the lines reducer one. I've been playing with that, like I said, as well as I've been playing with our dynamic wrinkle limiter and our deep wrinkle filler. So we'll see what happens, but I love the hydrating one because maybe you need a little bit extra hydration because maybe your skin might be dry in some days. So that's a excellent way. When we talk about boosters, or you think about boosters, you think about moving your kid from like their baby car seat to like maybe like a seat that is like bigger for them and more appropriate. So this is actually to, like we said, help. It's not a one be all fix all thing. It's just mainly just to help. So if you have like we said, like dry skin, that helps with that. And then again with the line reducer, that's another one of mine that I'm liking. So again, we'll see what the results are like in a couple of weeks. I'll be sure to take pictures to kind of see how it goes. But those are my 2 favorite.
Oh, I love those. And it's good to just pick 2 boosters. So Mary Kay, when they first came out, I started using all 4 and I was like, okay, but they're like, no, just pick 2, the 2 that you think is your most biggest concerns. And so she talked about wrinkles and hydration, and that's the current boosters I use as well. But I have tried these other 2. One of them is our visible wrinkle. I guess this says it all the same here. So if you have visible dark spot reducer, so this has ferulic acid and niacinamide brightener, and You could also call it the orange booster because it has orange writing on it. They have different colors on there. And one thing, you can mark them with nail polish. If you have an orange nail polish, you can draw a little orange dot at the top just to make it even more clear. But this one is good to use morning and night. If you have dark spots due to sun damage, aging spots, that's when you want to use it. And if you pair it up with our vitamin C plus E serum, it even has a better impact and a faster results. And then our skin renewal, the green one with PHA and AHA, those help with different layers of the skin and helping the skin to resurface and to slough off dead skin. So it's, in a way, an exfoliator. So let's say microdermabrasion is too rough for your skin, or the Radiance Revealing Facial Peel is just too powerful for you. This would be a really great alternative. It's something you actually just leave on. You don't rinse it off. And they all come in droppers. And so with that one, you would not use that one every day. That one's 3 to 5 times a week, I believe. Let me just double check. 2 to 3 times per week. I was off on that. 2 to 3 times per week. Very similar to like a microdermabrasion or a Radiance Revealing Facial Peel, about how often you should use those. And if you have like set days, that really helps get into the habit and then not accidentally use it 2 days in a row. Because instead of thinking, oh, when did I use this last? I think it was last night or the night before, that way, if you have a routine, it's going to help a lot more. So each of these boosters is $38, and you just really pick 2 though, that you think, oh, okay, I have dark spots and I need more hydration, or I have wrinkles and I need more hydration, or the resurfacer and hydrate. The hydrator booster plays nicely with all of them. So usually that's one of the boosters. Unless you're like crazy oily, then maybe don't want that one. But I love hydrator booster. So yay, so that's there. So we're going to do a referral game. But before we do that, I actually want to add to the stage a spin the wheel, because we're going to find out what the gift with purchase is. And if I could click on the right buttons, that would be lovely. So we are going to spin the wheel, find out what the gift with purchase is, because when you order from your beauty consultant tonight, or as soon as you watch this replay, you will get 10% off your order. Yay! That's awesome. Yeah, so 10% off your order is the gift with purchase. And remind your consultant and say, hey, because I watched the Goodbye Wrinkles class, the class special was 10% off any sized order. So remind her of that. And that is awesome. So awesome. So, and then what we're going to do next is we are going to give you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer to a free pampering treatment. These friends or family members can live anywhere in the United States. We ask that they're over 21 and don't have a consultant that you know of, because we don't want to take other consultants' customers. And the beautiful part is that it's a fun way to compliment a friend, thinking of the hardest working woman you know, the happiest woman, someone who brings you joy, the risk taker in your group, someone who always looks sharp. And that is such a fun way to compliment a friend. Or if you don't want to have to think too hard about those descriptions, you can just share friends and just privately text them over, or you can write it down on a piece of paper and text a picture of it to your consultant. This gives me a chance to make sure I've got everyone's entry. If you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you've commented so I can get you entered. Or if it's not allowing you to comment, please text me right now. And I'm going to play some music, give you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer, and you can send those over to your consultant. So here we go. Okay, hope that gave you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer to a free treatment. We're going to wrap up and show some of our specials and the deals and discounts that we have going on. So if the 10% off is the greater discount, we'll do that. If you're doing a bundle and save and that's a bigger discount, we'll do that. So whatever is the better deal for you. So on here, we talked about the repair. Well, actually, no, we did. We talked about that. Your skincare set is most important. These are supplements to give a boost to your skincare. So the top row we didn't talk about, but below that you see the Clinical Solutions Retinol 0.3. You see the CS boosters. That stands for Clinical Solution Boosters. That's what we talked about today, plus a couple extra products. But the Clinical Solution Retinol is $70. The Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter is not on there. And honestly, it should be, because it is one of the most effective products I've ever used, and so quick. That one is $58 and lasts 2 months. And then there's the Barrier Booster, or not, it's not a booster, but it's the Barrier Restore, and that helps with the redness. That one's $46 and lasts probably 4-ish months, I think. That's what my guess is, because of how long it's lasted so far, or at least a solid 3. And then the other boosters are $38 individually. So, and they recommend picking 2 of them. So in that CS boosters, it says $76. So that'd be you picking 2 boosters. So that's there. And then on the top part, like the Princess, the Queen, and the Cadillac, those are bundles where you buy multiple sets and you get a savings. For example, the Princess, you can pick any 4 sets. So let's say, I'm going to pull out my calculator. You have Clinical Solutions Retinol, that's 70. And let's say you do the Barrier Restore and the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter, because you're loving those. And then let's say you pick the CS booster. So you're just pretty much doing everything we talked about, but only picking 2 of the boosters because you don't need all 4. That would put it at $250. But the class special would be $199. And then you get a travel roll-up bag. So that was kind of like an a la carte, putting that together with those 4 different sets. But that's pretty cool. I like that savings of $51 plus a free roll-up bag. And most of these products are going to last, 3 to 4 months. Some of them are shorter, like the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter is 2 months. Some of them are longer, like the retinol is going to be more like 9 months. And the beautiful part is you can just reorder when you're out of certain products. You don't have to order that same set again at the same time, because you might run out of things individually. So that is our specials. And then our best kept secret. Are you guys ready? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to share it with you. So our best kept secret is our starter kit. And right now it's only $35 to join Mary Kay. With that $35, you get some samples, a catalog, a website, and the ability to process debit and credit cards when customers are ordering online. And it's there's so many different reasons why women join. Some join because they want a little bit of savings on their products. We get 50% off on our products. Some women, especially in this economy, are like a little extra money. Like earlier this morning, when I was meeting with Lindsay's customer, she's like, yeah, a little extra money would be good for like everyone. Like, I'm like, very true, because cost of living goes up. And even if you're like totally good financially, it's so great to like be able to do something generously or anonymously for someone else, right? So you don't have to keep your money. So if you feel like you have too much of it, there's definitely ways of sharing and giving, and you pick the ways that you do that. But I love, Mary Kay was my plan B, right? But then it turned into my plan A, and I had no idea that it would. But I found a lot of joy in it, and it was bringing me more joy than my current career at the time. But I am grateful for the starter kit being only $35. When we do order from Mary Kay, we get a hand select what we're ordering. We get to pick out $450 retail, and we just pay half of that. So we get everything 50% off. So it knocks it down to $225, and we only have to do that order once every 12 months to remain a consultant. So that's the fun 3 have-tos. And we want to thank you so much for being on here. We love these supplements, and it's so fun to share them with you. And we're going to find out who is going to be our winner of our Clinical Solution Booster. and they can pick which one they want. So I want to make sure I have everyone's name on here. And I have Holly, Jotina, Ashley, Mary Lynn, Amanda, Ruth, and Edith. So if you do not see your name and you are watching live, please type your name in the chat. Whoops, I need to remove that slide, and I can see the slide. It would help if you guys saw the slide too, I guess. So, oh yeah, so there's our swill of names. This is just for guests, because consultants, we already get 50% off, which is really nice. But, this is for the guests. Okay, and I checked the Facebook group, and I don't think I saw anyone watching live on Facebook. So we'll just wait another 5 seconds and make sure I haven't got any text messages from someone watching. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, so good. Cool. Yes, and Kenzie asked me a great question earlier today. This is going to be, this link that you're watching live is going to be the replay link. So if someone cannot watch it live tonight, they can come back and watch this exact same link. They won't be entered into a live giveaway, but they can come back and watch it. So yeah, Kenzie, that is a really great question. So yeah, feel free to save this link. I am struggling to find where you guys are again. Okay. Okay. We are ready to spin the wheel and do this. Please text your consultant right now and let her know that you finished watching this. She gets credit just for you watching. We do like a count up each week of who had the most guests on. And it's always so fun to celebrate the different consultants in our unit. So please text her and let her know that you watched this. And then if there's any products you need, you get 50 or 10% off. I said 50% off. But if you are wanting 50% off, it's only $35 to join. So there we go. And let's see who our winner is. And it looks like Jotina. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you, Jotina. So I'm going to text you right now and find out which booster you want, whether you want the hydrator one, the wrinkle reducer one, the dark spot reducer, or the resurfacer. I always forget that one for some reason, because I use Microderm and the other facial pill as my exfoliation. So yes, Ashley Dudson says enjoy. So excited for you, Jotina. You're the biggest sweetheart, and we're so grateful for your support. So have a fantastic rest of your night. And we'll see you next week on our repair and renew class. And that's more anti-aging stuff. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.